Hello Libra, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting July 10th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all y'all out there, the Tarot Home Study course is now available for download and purchase on my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's the same place you would go to get a session with me. And remember, the Home Study course is over 3 hours of video content, all about learning to read the tarot for practical and everyday life concerns especially, but, you know, it's a very well-rounded approach. Some people were asking if it's more for this or for that, and it's both. And again, if you have already purchased it, check your emails. Some folks have been emailing me about some, operating system compatibility issues when it comes to the download forms. I've updated all the forms for new purchasers, and I forwarded out all those new forms to people who've already made purchases. So check the most recent one that's come to you. It's in there. Okay, now let's get down to business. What's going on with your astrology this week, Libra? Well, on Monday, we've got a very strange angle going on for everybody. The Sun in Cancer, in your 10th house of career, is going to be forming an opposition to Pluto, currently retrograde in your 4th house of home and family. And it would appear that something to do with your career advancement or the work that you've been doing has been setting off an issue that's going to actually be coming back from your past as it relates to perhaps a relative or perhaps a living situation that you are in. When we look at this kind of situation, we've got to understand that an opposition often presents as Sophie's choice. Do we remain where we are, or do we work on trying to settle issues with this relative or with this home and property matter as it stands, or do we evolve with where the career is taking us? Some of this may actually be a situation that halts a career goal in the beginning, but it does indicate a situation that must be cleared up before further advancement can be made. Later on in the week, we do have a much better angle going on. We've got Mercury, planet of communications, pacts and promises, yes, rules the 3rd house, but also haste and speed and information sharing in your 11th house of friendships and social networking, forming a charming sextile to Jupiter, currently in your sign. And we have you bolstering your popularity during this time. In fact, there may actually be a new opportunity for you to get into a new crowd, a new circle of friends that really resonates with your true nature. And you're going to be seeing a lot of that reflected in their personalities and in their mannerisms. This could actually be a wonderful opportunity for you to find a sense of tribe, but also at the same time get yourself into a place where these people who you're circulating with are working for you in many other ways as well. Whether it's bolstering your career, connecting you with more love opportunities, or even helping you get one of those bucket list items scratched off your to-do list, which is also a big deal in our 11th house. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Unseelie Queen. The Unseelie Queen often warns against focusing too much on appearances, brands, and image. And for those of you who watched my Chiron retrograde special, you know I'm saying get off the brand wagon, everyone. We have got a branding issue in this world right now. Kind of makes you wonder. We were all about getting out of the Matrix a few years ago. Now everyone just wants to polish it. It's a very strange thing, and that's exactly what the Unseelie Queen is kind of all about. Usually with the Unseelie Queen, we have a situation where we are sort of being pigeonholed by an image that we have actually adopted. But we're not meant to be pigeonholed in this way. So it kind of turns into a very interesting balance, because usually with the Unseelie Queen there's a focus on the glitter, there's a focus on keeping up appearances, and a pressure to do so. There may be some actions and some activities that you take that may betray what people think they know about you based on the image that you have been bringing out or presenting before. Now, if that was a lie to, again, further yourself or to fit in somewhere, own it. We all make those mistakes sometimes, but don't actually keep that mask on. That could be a big mistake. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the 7 of Pentacles upright. And again, we've got some kind of work or financial issue being put on hold this week, but it's being put on hold for probably a good reason, because usually the 7 of Pentacles upright can indicate a stall that is preventing us from actually doing something premature, whether it's a big launch, whether it's the signing of a contract or a major deal. The 7 of Pentacles says as this matures, this is going to actually gain in value for you, possibly literally, The Seven of Pentacles can often indicate a situation as well where there may be a stall that needs to be assessed. Why is something being put on hold? And I go back to that Sun opposite Pluto retrograde, and it may have to do with, again, something relating to even your home life, or something that you've done in the past as it relates to your property, your finances, or possibly an investment that you've made, or something that you've even carried from childhood. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean your childhood is related to your business life in the present, absolutely not. But it may be the way that we are characterizing our actions and making our decisions when it comes to our work. The Seven of Pentacles can also, however, indicate good news for a lot of you. Perhaps even a past interest or a past investment we've made with our work, time, and money is starting to pay off, and it's coming home to roost, and thus competing with our present priorities. And now we have too much of a good thing. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Five of Swords reversed. There's a possibility to actually do some patching up this week when it comes to a friend or a relative or somebody we've had a bit of a rift or a falling out with. The Five of Swords reversed says people are ready to lay down their arms and see if we can't actually get a better friendship or a better link going between the two of us. In fact, the Five of Swords reversed often shows up where whether hurts have been healed or not, people are realizing what their responsibilities are and what yours are not, and vice versa. What I always like to say in a situation like this is, if a person is projecting more than is proportionate to the actual offense, they've got to take responsibility for that. And this might be a situation that has been needed to be cleared up between you and this person. Luckily this week, we have an opportunity. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Judgment card upright. There may be some kind of major test, evaluation, or possibly even an interview that you have put off for a long time. And the challenge with the Judgment card upright is basically saying you're going to need to make good on this thing. Whether you're going in for a license, a certification, or some kind of permission, or possibly you're trying to get into a school, or you've been putting off some kind of a major, I guess you could say, threshold for yourself, the Judgment card upright is saying it has to happen. The Judgment card can often show up as a challenge when we start to get stage fright, where we start to actually feel like we're losing ourselves in front of a crowd, speaking in front of a crowd. Maybe we're not necessarily feeling like we can actually do it live, or do it when so many people are watching us. But the Judgment card upright is saying we do need to work on keeping our cool in this situation. Performance anxiety is a real thing, but you can't let it hold you back. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the Knight of Cups upright. Well, somebody seems to be trying to get your attention this week, whether it's a crush or an existing lover. The Knight of Cups seems to show up as somebody who wants to sort of introduce or reintroduce you to a special honeymoon phase. Usually the Knight of Cups upright can show up as somebody who tends to be a little bit more of that sappy, sentimental kind of romantic. Definitely the kind of thing you'd see in one of those kinds of movies. And they may actually be wanting to take you through the gamut on all of those kinds of experiences, whether it's the candlelit dinners, the walks on the beach, and honestly, there's something to be said about the tried and true. The Knight of Cups upright can often indicate somebody who is going out of their way to make the first move by showing you what they like and testing the waters to see how you respond. If you respond well, they'll follow up on that. Most likely this person will carry a lot of water sign energy, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, though it may not show up in one of their primary rulers, the Sun, Moon, or Rising. It will be there. And this can actually, again, also come from your partner. Your partner may be wanting to invite this phase back into your relationship or back into your marriage. And this would be, I think, a nice break for a lot of you. So that is your horoscope, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.